So in this video we will learn how to build real-time group chat application with Socket.io and Next.js. So here you can see the demo, and if I join a room, like we are gonna creating a new room, giving name, and I'm giving room ID. You can keep any room ID like string or number and join room. Okay, so I have just one user in the room. I need to leave because I have already some messages, because the server stored the message for the room. So I will join a new room. For that I'm leaving room and just hit 5, 6 and 7 my room ID, join room. Okay, there only one user, that is me, and I can see my info from here. And if I can send message in this room, and if I refresh, here you can see the code loading skeleton, and here you are able to see that here only I have one user on this room. And if I join like new user in this room, so for that I need just the same room ID that I have created before, and we can join multiple users in the same room for the same room ID. So after that you will able to see that here the online user after joining, and the online user will be incremented, and here we can see the web code as a second room member. So just look at this. So this is both a different browser, and the data is will be updated as real time. So here if I click here, so here you can see the online users 2, and here also the online users 2. So this is me that I have created the room, and this is the new user that joined the room. And if I send message, if I type anything, hi, okay, ABCD. So maybe I have some problem that first time the typing indicator is not displaying, so I'll fix that, but it was working. So by the way, if I type anything, and here you can see the a good loading skeleton or typing indicator is appear here, but I have the text here. But if I stop typing for a while, for me I have said 22 and 500 milliseconds. So if I start type, and I can join multiple users in the same room, I can type here, and here these users so this user is name is Ashikur, and Ashikur is displaying here. And if I type here, so both is working, everything is working. So if I send a message, then the message will be appear both side of this user. So the message is displaying here and here. So I can join multiple users, and multiple users can type at a time. And if multiple user type at a time, then the both side of every users will be shown that who are typing now. So if I join the same room like John and 1 5, so it is the different room. So if I join the different room, then the online users will be not updated, because this is the different room, and it will be not affected in this room. So this room ID is 5, 6 and 7. So in this room we have 2 users, and it will be created a new room, and it is separated room. So if I join room, so I have only 1 user, that name is John, and the avatar will be created automatically by Faker.js, and this is from GitHub, just a dummy, and you can use your own avatar or everything. Here we have profile, online users, room ID, and this is my message, and this is my friend message. But I need to leave the real room and join same room 5, 6 and 7. After hitting that, you will be see here. So I need to give it some okay. So after joining the same room, the online users will be updated, and if multiple users type at a time, then the typing indicator will be appear every and show who are typing at this time. So after joining, just look at this, the online users will be updated, and go here. Our new users is joined, and this is our previous message. The message is I for these users we don't have any messages, but I have messages from my friend, and this message is stored on the memory store. I did not use any database, and you can use any database that you want easily. So if I type anything, both users are able to see who is typing. So this is the current user. So current user is John, and John is displaying. So both sides in the room, and suppose your friend in the New York, and you are in the Australia, and your another friend from Singapore. So if any user is typing from anywhere in the world, in the same room for this application will be appear, will be see the who is typing and who send messages. It is real-time chat application for group users, and if I send this message, so it is cool. It is without late for time. It is just pass for every user. So hi. Hi, stop typing. So maybe I have some problem, because I need to solve that. So after send message, I need to remove the who is typing. So here I have a this is called, I need to fix these issues. So because for this message, so by the way, I'm not focusing on design. I just created a new setup with minimal setup, like with Next.js, and just I'm using Barn just on the single file, and 136 line of code, and it is very simple. You will learn everything from scratch. So yeah, we have just 5 or 6 component that we used in our Next.js application for this setup. So you will learn everything from scratch. So let's dive into deep. So before that, if multiple user type, then what will be happen in here? So hi, how? So multiple users is typing in here. So I need to suppose these two users will be typing, then so these users and these users. Hi, hey, both the users is typing in this time. So here you are seeing that these two users is typing, but the current users will be not shown for the same users. That's why this and in this place showing the single users, but it is everything working. Here you can see the multiple users is typing. So this is our chat application. So let's dive into deep. If we see on the full screen, just this is our home page, and we cannot access the chat page because we don't have any authentication or room ID. So after typing that, the room ID and everything will be set on the URL, and the avatar also avatar and some data will be set on the URL, and every time we refresh, the data is preserved here, and we are able to getting the user info and everything. So that is our setup. So now, so here is our code base, and you can see the client and socket. So it is Next.js client, and here our XPJS server, and the server is created by ban. We don't need this folder at this time. If we need to deploy this app on the any hosting provider, then we need just this folder for compiled JavaScript. So here we have just some basic configuration. It is automatically created, and you need to add some basic custom configuration like module in common.js and outdate dist after build this file, and root is dot like this root directory, and out directory, that means after build your app, your Express or Node.js app will be keep the everything in this file. So here is our package.json, and I am using ban as a package manager, and you can create like new ban app with the ban init y, and you will be see the every file is here, but for client you can create the Next.js app like a npm create maybe next app latest, and you can give the folder name, and then the client directory, the Next.js app will be created. So this is our basic configuration. I think you will be learn, and this everything I will be published on the GitHub, so don't be panic. So everything is easy. So here I have some type of messages for shape of data, and here I am just using two library, and this is the framework for Node.js, and I am using socket.io library for real-time communication. So here is our basic server. Origin star, that means allow all origin from all clients everywhere in the world will be access our APIs. So that means origin star, and you can set your custom configuration. So I'm not focusing the basic, just creating new app, and here I'm storing messages for a room ID, and I'm storing multiple messages for a room ID, and I'm storing multiple online users for a room ID, and for multiple typing users for a room ID. So that is it. So io.on, that means this io instance is created by this new server. We have included this HTTP server and Express server in here, and we are just using. So this is the built-in just event for socket.io, and when the connection will be established, then we are passing, we are using like join room. So that means we are using a hook for use socket. So this is the socket.io client in Next.js app, and we are memorized this this connection for better user experience and avoiding memory leaks or multiple time calling this. So when the component will be unmount, then the socket will be disconnected, and this is our use socket hook, and that will be used in the multiple time. And here is our basic app, and in the page.tsx you can see the join room form. So this is our input, room ID, and everything, and after submitting, the everything will be set on the chat slash. So as a query parameter, you need to must set the username. Like if I go to so here you can see the like username. So this username from this username. So you need must set name for after submitting the form action will be add this name and this value on the as a query parameter on the URL. So like, so before that I would like to show you I am hitting two input that will be displayed up will be set on the URL after submit, and here I am setting the random UID from crypto, and you can use random UID by date.now or anything that you want. And I am using faker and image, this image from the GitHub, and this image URL will be shown on the URL. So if I join a new room, like I'm giving you can give any name here, you can give any room ID here, but if you want to test or fun with your friend, then you need to give the unique room ID for your site, for joining multiple users in a room. So if we join like a web code, just one, so we give him the room ID is 1. After joining room, then you can see the username from the form and user ID, so avatar URL, everything is set on the URL. So that is because if we refresh, everything is persist on the URL, it will be not removed, and we are using it for accessing the data in our app when we need. So that is our home page, and this is our group of chat page, and this is, so group is nothing, but we can create layout and we can organize and simplify our code base. So group, so chat means localhost, like your endpoint / chat. So it will be not affected, the group will be not affected on the chat, but you cannot create, like if you create just auth like auth, and you want to create like chat slash page.tsx. you cannot do this because the chat is already exist. The chat route file is routing is already existing here. So here we have the component related to the chat, and here we have the basic the base file for routing, and here we have some types like set props and like message and user, and here we have the just basic chat layout, and you can use your custom layout, and this is the main layout, and you can create like set layout, auth layout, dashboard layout, and anything that you want. So this is our chat app. This is our main component, and we have created multiple component for splitting our main chat into smaller code base. So that is it. So we are accepting like multiple users from here. We are accepting multiple users from here, and we are passing the data on the child. So that is it, and you can see the logic in the here, and I'll publish the code on the GitHub. You will be able to access everything, and it is very user friendly. You can easily access and use it without be panic. And it is our user dialog that accept only the user and on close as a parents, and just displaying this nothing. Online user dialog, just using dialog. I'm using chat UI, and here just displaying the chat list. It's if user like current user. So this is skeleton, so this is not message. So message in ref, that means when the new messages will be appear here, then the automatically the scroll position will be bottom. So that is it. Message dot sender message, so sender on or username or message dot this id, and this id is match, then this style will be applied. Like when I send message like hi, so if my friend message is come here, then the friend message will be shown on the left side, and my message is shown on the right side. So that is it. That is not so difficult, and everything is we have just a basic functionality and logic. You will be easily understand everything. It is not very panic. So here is our message input that accepting some parameter or callback functions, and here we have the handle change, and when the handle change is called, then we need to pass that is a typing event to our server, and if user delay typing, then it will be removed, and when user start typing, then it will be stop the typing or start typing. The socket.emit, that means using emit. So using socket we have just two options, the socket.emit and socket.on. So on socket.on means, or io.on means we can catch or get event, and we can we're just accepting data. And socket.emit means we are, for this event we are passing data. So everything is like simple, like so here you can see the io.in like this room id, and emit, we are emitting data. So emit, for using emit we just passing data for this event, and we can able to access this data on the client or anywhere in this app by cache this event as like socket.on. Socket.on, same room ID, we are able to getting that data. We are using this URL on the environment variable, and we are just emitting some event here, and we are just getting every event on the main chat page, and we are importing the smaller component on the or child component in the parent component, and here we just accepting the data by socket.on. So socket.on means we have the same typing event we have on the server, and the server passing some data, and we are just accepting data. And we can also like socket.on and socket.emit by passing data like socket.emit. So emit. So here we have this two subject, and it is not very difficult, it is very easy. The socket.emit just for passing data, and socket.on for accepting the data we have passed from the server to client or client to server. So that is same. And for a specific room, you need to, when user is joined, like where is the join room? So here this dependencies will be changed, then join room will be called, and we are passing the data. So this there is socket.emit, this join room will be called, and we are passing the room ID and user information, and we are accepting this data. And here we are socket.join. So this room is, so this is a room is joined and socket.in, because we have already created a room for this room ID, and we are just for in this room ID, for this room ID, the same room ID you can pass any string like number or any string from your server, or like user ID or random UID or anything you can pass from your client, and you are joining. And for the same room ID you are joined on this room, you need to pass here same room ID joining multiple users. When like a user is coming here, like I am leaving, so I'm just creating a new like what is the user room ID? It is 1. If we create like just room ID same join, the same we have 2 user. So after joining, same room ID is joined, and we are passing the data. Where is the data? So we are passing the room data, like when user joined, we are passing, we are changed our online users and passing the latest messages already we have on the room ID, and we have the messages in the memory storage on our server. And for real world, you need to use your custom database like Postgres, Prisma, as ORM, or you can use MongoDB or anything that you want. So that is our basic functionality and logics. Here we have the send message. We are emitting this message from so we are emitting this message, we are emitting, we are accepting, and for the same room ID we have joined room ID already. We have on our client that we have joined on the URL, and this room ID is we are passing on the server again and again for this for same room to join. And for separated room and multiple users, so everything is customizable, everything is working functional. And here we have just start typing just some line of code. We are handling everything, just 137 lines of code. We have managed a group chat with lot of functionality, and just same room ID, this event, we are passing data, we are accepting this data from here when the component is mount, and just we are setting this data and displaying on the browser. So that is it. So this send message event is trigger here. We are accept the event, the same event. The name must be same as you passed from here. So you can give any name here. You can give any name, but we have just some built-in event like connection and disconnect. So like going, so disconnect. So this both is, and their socket have some built-in event, but every event is our custom event, and you can give any name, any string here, and the same name you will give here, and then you will be able to access the same name from here, and you can get data. So if you make any mistake or space, or if you don't give any underscore now on the client for getting this data, you will be not you will be not able to accept, because you need to same name for server and client. For emit, we are passing data in this room ID for this data, and we are accepting this data by socket.on, the same event, and we are accepting data by callback. So that is it. So it is something difficult for users, but the next time I will make a short video for smaller, very small way to one-to-one, how to we can create one-on-one chat with very minimal way. So I'm realized that is very a lot of functionality, and it is overheating for beginners. So in the next video I'll try to improve that and make it simpler and beginner friendly, and I will publish everything on the GitHub, and you can see the code here, and I will give the code URL on the video description after uploading this video. So here I've set up tutorial, everything is updated. So here you can just use this project and run and customize, and you will able to learn how you can implement group chat in your for your client or for testing purpose, and you can try how you can include database, or how you can use database with Prisma or just normal MongoDB or MySQL or anything. So that is it. Also you can include like authentication or authorization, and you can do anything, and you need to read documentation from here. So everything is same, but everything is same. You can read their documentation, socket.io and Ban. So Ban is very powerful and quick, install everything, and it is also have built-in a TypeScript compiler, and it can read, it can compile TS file, but pure JavaScript will be not able to compile the TypeScript. We need to build TypeScript as a TypeScript with TypeScript compiler, and after that the JavaScript will be understand your code. Without it, JavaScript will be not able to understand that. And we are using washing flag for when the made changes on index file. It is our root file, and we can import multiple component, multiple file in here, and everything is depend on index file. So that is it. So if we need to publish our app on the production, we need to like tsc build, and it will generate a new dist folder. And on the production run command, we need to npm run or ban run or en run production to run our app on the production. So that is just our basic configuration, basic app for group real-time chat in the minimal way, but overheating for the server. So I'll try to make it easier for next video. And for group chat, and I have tried a lot of to optimize a lot of functionality and make it simpler, but you can see we have a lot of functionality here, like online users, the previous chat, and everything. That's why the functionalities grow, and you can easily understand everything. Just look at this. Just some event we are accepting emit, or we are just accepting event. We are passing data by the specific room ID. We are typing, we are stop typing, we are disconnecting. It is built-in event, and the connection event is the built-in event, and disconnect event also built-in event. When disconnecting, we have stored the socket ID on the online users, and when disconnect this ID, then the current user will be removed from the online user. So that is it. It is simple. You can try.